Good morning. I'm Jasmine Anderson. A local school custodian is accused of threatening his district. Jimmy Martin of Huntington is due in court today. Police say when he didn't get a promotion he applied for in the Cold Spring Harbor School District, he made a threat of mass harm while speaking to coworkers. He was arrested at his home last night. The family of a Plainview native held hostage by Hamas met with President Biden. Omir Nutra's family on the left joined other families of American hostages at the White House yesterday. 22-year-old Nutra is an officer in Israel's military and is one of 8 Americans missing since the October surprise attack. Their families are pressing for their release.
We love a Christmas miracle. We would love all of our loved ones to come back and be with us for Christmas.
Well, as I said before,
Biden's national security advisor is expected to meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today in Israel. What happens next now that court has told New York to redraw congressional districts? Virginia Huey takes a look.
New York's redistricting saga is far from over. On Tuesday, the state's highest court ordered New York's congressional map to be redrawn. The ruling could give Democrats an advantage in what is expected to be a battleground for control of the U.S. House of Representatives.
The whole political world in the country was watching this case is because Congress, the House, is so closely divided that the flipping of 4 seats could change which party controls Congress. And in New York, the Democrats now see an opportunity to maybe flip some seats. And that's why everyone is so focused on New York.
In a 4-3 decision from the New York Court of Appeals, the judges determined the independently drawn lines used during the 22 elections, which saw Republicans flip several seats, was only meant to be a temporary fix and should now be reworked by a bipartisan commission. The democratically controlled state legislature would then have final approval. Nassau Democratic Chairman Jay Jacobs applauded the ruling in a statement saying, quote, "I am gratified by the court's decision. Now we have the chance to see fairly drawn congressional maps in New York. That is all that Democrats have ever wanted." But Suffolk GOP Chairman Jesse Garcia blasted the high court's decision and said the party has not ruled out more legal challenges.
I was disappointed, but not surprised. You know, the liberal Democrats in Albany, when they and their policies have failed, what do? They change the rules of the game. And that's what they're simply doing here.
The Court of Appeals has ordered the Redistricting Commission to come up with a new proposal by no later than February 28th. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Virginia, thank you. Read more about the redrawing of congressional lines on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, Canon USA could move its large headquarters out of Melville. The Japanese camera and photocopying giant is seeking more tax breaks from Suffolk County. A 10-year, $35 million incentive package initially approved in 2007 is set to expire. Without the help, Canon says it could have its 1,100 employees work from home permanently. A plan to condemn the troubled Capri Motor Inn has been pushed back. The Hempstead Town Board has postponed a hearing on seizing the shuttered West Hempstead Motel. They closed the business in August, citing safety violations. A new hearing is set for January 20th. Your electric bill is going up in the new year. The LIPA Board of Trustees approved a new budget yesterday. It includes a nearly 12% rate hike. That's about a $20 a month increase for the average customer. A St. Anthony's student is being honored for his amazing achievements on the football field. Jolie Katzen has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Here to present Corey Duff Jr. with the Rich Reichert Award.
It feels great, you know, just being recognized as the best player in the Catholic League on the island. Feels great, everything that I worked for, and just seeing I'm a part of now. Of the past people who won it, it just feels great to win this award.
He beyond deserves it. He's been a tremendous part of our football program over the past 4 years. You know, last year is a key part of winning the state championship, and this year a great leader on the field. You know, helped contribute to the success that we had, and just a great individual. So he absolutely deserves it.
How proud are you today of Corey winning this award?
So proud. So this has been like since 7. He's been playing football. So he's, people have always said he's great and he's going to be something. So to see it actually happen and play out, we're just so proud.
Football is
is part of the family. And to see that he's been following and doing such great job and super exceeding what I've done, it's everything I could ever dream of.
He's going to really be impossible to replace. I think generational talent, once in a lifetime football player here.
Duff looks forward to starting his next chapter close to home at Rutgers University.
Yeah, I just can't wait to get there in the spring and play.
Congratulations. That was Jolie Katzen reporting. Read more about Duff on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyper-local forecast. Sunny and clear skies today. Highs around 38 degrees. Tonight we hold steady with our lows remaining in the 30s. But tomorrow, a big surprise. It may make you smile. We warm up with highs around 53 degrees. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
A Long Island homeowner with a warning today after a nightmare squatter experience. Rachel Weiss has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
But imagine you go away on a vacation and you come back and you find somebody living in your house.
It happened to Jean Desigonzac here in Bellport. Last year, he bought a house for $600,000.
A house built in 1952, and it had quite a few code violations.
So Jean shut down all the utilities to wait on renovation permits. He went out of town for 3 weeks and came back to a bill from the water company.
I call them up and say, well, what's going on? I said, we were talking about turning off the water. And they said, well, we can't. Somebody's living in the house. So I thought for sure there must be some mistake.
But when he showed up to the house, what he found shocked him. There were cars in the driveway and people inside.
I went and banged on the door. And a couple came and opened the door. And I said, no, we're living here. We have a lease.
Jean learned that in New York State, you cannot legally lock a squatter out of your home or turn off utilities. And once a squatter is there for 30 days, they are classified as a tenant, whether you want them there or not. In the end, those pesky renovations ended up being a blessing. Inspectors discovered black mold in the basement, and without a certificate of occupancy, the home was condemned.
Between the black mold and all the other problems with the structure, I said, that's fine. So we'll just bulldoze the thing and we'll start from scratch. And so that's what we end up doing.
We're standing in front of what used to be a single-level home, accessible for John's daughter, who uses a wheelchair. It took the family a long time to find a house that would be the perfect fit.
John has been told that the construction will take 1 year to complete. He wants other homeowners to learn from his experience.
Any homeowner, especially in Long Island, where this tends to happen quite a bit, is you need to have an alarm system. You got to have video cameras. I would put no trespassing signs up. I just start there. I don't know what else you could possibly do.
For Newsday TV, I'm Rachel Weiss.
Read more about squatters on Long Island on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Some Long Islanders stepped up their holiday decorations for a good cause. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
So this is my wife and my Christmas display we have here. We've been collecting decorations for about, I'd say about over 10 years now. We've been doing this, and we do it for a good cause for St. Jude. A lot of this stuff is, original or really, stuff we found online or networked or things like that. From as soon as it gets dark, 5 p.m. until about 10:30, music's on, and sometimes we do events here, like a little charity or Santa Claus comes and they'll come in and people walk through, and it got bigger and bigger, and it's like, if you're gonna do this much, it's due for a cause, right? Don't put all the hard work in without giving back to the people. Everyone loves it. They seem receptive to the idea, and it's been good.
Read more about holiday lights on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
It's Friday Eve, and here's what's up on Long Island. Home for the holidays, the historic Coe Hall is open for 2 nights for visitors to tour the festively decorated mansion. You'll find photo ops throughout the historic home, hear holiday music, create crafts, and more on Saturday and Sunday in Oyster Bay. Or check out the Holiday Hoops Fest, a triple header in basketball featuring St. Joseph's versus Iona, Townsend versus Bryant, and Rhode Island versus Delaware. It's Saturday at UBS Arena at Belmont Park.
Christmas lights light up the night, on, off, twinkle.
See Lori Berkner in Huntington. The children's recording artist is having a concert featuring holiday favorites and songs from her album, A Lori Berkner Christmas. It's Sunday morning at the Paramount. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
Get in the game with Newsday. The best team of sports reporters and columnists bring you in-depth analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and news from inside the locker room. Get in the game when you subscribe to Newsday, your destination for total sports coverage at newsday.com/sports.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.